It looks to me like everything is up and running for the children. Let me maximize the screen. Well, let me minimize real quick just to make sure that we're recording in tandem on my independent camera. Because see, here's the thing. I'm not exactly sure if Miss Rabbit is going to record the sessions. So if she doesn't record the sessions, I also have her recording on my cam independently. So therefore, either way, girl, this plate is coming out to the children, girl. Come rain or come shine. She'll be there. So let's see here. Okay, so we have the show is running. Let me go ahead on and invite the children. Okay. Let me go ahead and copy this link for the girls. All right. Let's see here. Okay, okay. 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 Alrighty. All right. So, and after this, hopefully I'll do that table read and start on that podcast. Now, okay, I'm waiting for the children. And we'll see how this works. We will see how this works. We shall see. In 5.5, let me, let me see here. Okay, whilst I wait for the children. Okay, I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Girl, I see this bunny on my screen. I'm not exactly sure what's going on. I see two bunnies on my screen. Now, see, here's the only thing about her, girl. She is slowly but surely squeezing a bitch to the left, girl. Let me see. I'm trying to figure out. Let me see here. I'm trying to see. Now, maybe this is just the way the website works. I'm not exactly sure. I'm wondering. Now we have 4 bunnies in the house. Okay. Hi, my love. How are you? This is my first time on this website, so literally we're learning it together. But what I wanted to do was to serve the children this meal, hit you this hot plate. There's no video? There's no video? Hold on one second. Girl, it's already trying it. Can't see me. Can you hear me, girl? Okay, so you can see me, you just can't. Okay, hold on. Girl, okay. We gonna work it out. We just gotta breathe, girl. We've just gotta breathe. Okay, so maybe I have my mic, because they have it interesting. With the mic set up, hold on one second. Let me go into my. Okay, let me see real quick. With my mic. Oh, here we go. There we go. Okay, so how am I sounding now? Can you. How am I sounding now? Okay, so you can hear me. Okay, good. Girl, this layout, girl, I'm living for these bunnies, I'm not gonna lie. But at the same time, girl, why am I in this bubble? Girl, I shouldn't be in the bubble, honey. I'm serving the plates. Girl, you guys came in to get your plate. I need to be in the kitchen. So why am I at the dinner table? Girl, I got things to cook. Girl, I have things to cook. Hey, Kevin, baby. I'm just trying to get into what she's actually serving. Because currently the girls are telling me that they cannot see and or hear me. Let me see. If you mouse over your icon, we can see. Oh, wait, hold on. Wait, what? Wait, if you mouse over your icon, we can see your video big. I think I know what you're trying to say. For some reason, girl, I think I'm having a moment. Let me see. Oh, you know what I think it is? Hold on one second. No. Okay, so that wasn't the answer. That wasn't the key. That was not the key. Okay. Child, what is she serving the children today? Here's the main thing I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for us to get past 10. So if we can get, I want to make sure that all the children can be, featured, and all the girls can make it to the table instead of it being just 10 girls. So once we get past 10 girl, I'll feel good about it. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Rabbit works for mobile. I think she does. I think there are people saying that they're watching on their iPhones. Yes. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. By the way, I think you can change the picture. I'm not exactly sure, girl, because like I said, this is my first time, so don't get me to lying. But I imagine they allow the children to change their avatar if they want. Still, some girls won't get to see the show. Well, if the girls don't get to see the show because they're not available, that's one thing. But if the girls have their tickets, girl, and they're ready, girl, and the show is packed to capacity, that's a complete total different issue. You know what I'm saying? So it's one thing if you're not available, but if you're available but you just can't make the show because there's not enough space, that's a different issue. You know what I'm saying? So I'm okay with the girls being at work or whatever. That's the reason why we record the show, so that for the children that don't make the show, because right now, as I'm talking to you, I have this particular test. I have this test being recorded independently on my own cam. Okay, so regardless of who makes it, who doesn't make it, the girls are going to get this show. However, I am unsure why she's putting me in this bubble. Let me see, cute. I'm on my way to work. I took a cute hit. Yes! Girl! Well, you better than me, because, bitch, I feel like I can't serve it to the children while I'm high. And what I mean by that is, I feel like if I was working a 9 to 5, girl, this weed would not be the tea. Girl, she wouldn't be the tea. And I have actually a few stories. Yeah, you better come through for this bundle, honey. But real quick before I get sidetracked, I'm really trying to understand, why am I in this bubble like this? Is that just the way that it works? Like, I'm just in this bubble? You have to hover the mouse over your cam. Okay. Over my circle. Okay, I'm hovered. So wait, right now while I'm hovering, is my screen big on your screen? Because on my screen, I'm just a bubble. I'm just sitting off to the side, girl, in a bubble. Girl, I sure am. Just sitting off in my own little corner, in my own little chair. I can be whatever I want to be. Girl, I'm just sitting off to the side, but we do have some things to talk about if we could just work out the logistics. But here's what I am excited about. I see that there are 14 girls in the house, so that tells me that whoever is available can make it to the show. I still see just my icon, but now I can hear. Okay, you can hear me. The children have to mute themselves. Oh, so what are you saying, that we can hear the other girls? Because I have my computer on mute. Cap, I need you to calm down. Calm down, child. Calm down, child. Down, girl. Because she is just like giving me a lot. And like I was saying earlier, before, I don't even know if I was recording the show at this point, but back in the day, overall legendary mother Tamaya, the reason why she has that title is because she understood. She understood. Now see, here she is. I don't know if you guys can see her on my camera, but here she is. But legendary mother Tamaya, girl, overall legendary mother Tamaya, she understood that when mother is working, mother is working. Now from time to time, she would drop in, girl, to serve you a hot meal, serve you a hot plate, let you know she's here. You know, let you know that, girl, like Beyonce, I was here, girl. I'm still here. But, you know, she didn't give the girls too much on her way in and on her way out. These new girls, honey, girl, they give the children too much. I had to put Anais away because she was serving too much. She was trying to fight with Miss Thing under the couch. Girl with the other cat under the couch, she's trying to fight. And, you know, Anais ain't nothing but a little French fry, but at the same time, girl, she does have some hands. I will give her that. She surprised me with that. But I guess I really shouldn't have been too surprised, is because, girl, she came under Legendary Mother Tamaya, girl. So her and Legendary Mother Tamaya used to box. So it really shouldn't surprise me that she boxes the girls down. But at the same time, girl, I need you to calm down because I'm working. And you know that I'm not afraid to show my ass, girl, so don't try me. Let me see. Hold on one second. Okay, so what is going on? Okay, so the children. Okay, let me mute the girls. Whose mic is on? Is anybody's mic on, girl? Let me mute the girls. I think, okay, there we go. Okay. This way. Okay. You said I can hear, but I can't see. Okay, is this unlimited? Girl, I think this is unlimited seats, girl. We have 15 girls in here, girl. So this might be our new home, girl, and she's free, girl. And she's free, girl. Girl, we made it, girl. Finally. Well, girl, let me not get too excited because, bitch, like I said, I'm still in this fucking bubble. And some of the girls are saying that they can't see me. Yes, bitch, you can, Clint. First of all, I see that we have Kenny in the house, we have Clint, we have Kevin. I see we have some other guests. You know what I'm saying? I'm not seeing all of the names. We have Quinn, we have Alan. I'm trying to see all the names in here. We have, okay, let me see. Let me see what's going on. We have Sophie. Okay, let me see what else is going on. Let me see. Okay. Girl, girl, I love you down, girl. I'm gonna mute this camera though, girl. Okay, I love you down. But girls, when I'm seeing all these faces, girls, it's just blowing, it's taking my attention, girl, and I can't even focus. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. But I love you, down. You better come through with these braids, bitch. Come on. Girl, I know you see me, girl. I see you with those braids. Come through. Let me see. Okay, what is going on? So wait, real quick. If you can hear me, but you can't see me, press 1. Just so I can take inventory of what's going on. Oh, so you can see me? Girl, can you see me? Did we figure it out, girl? What's going on? Did we figure it out? How did we do it? I don't know how we did it, girl. But, girl, we've arrived. But the only thing about it is, it seems to be running smooth. Okay, it seems to be running smooth. Okay, good. I got through, but I couldn't on your computer. You know what it is, my love, Brandon? You know what it is? Because you have to do it on Chrome. So, you know how when we do movie night, we do it on Chrome to watch Netflix? If you want to be on your computer while you're watching the show, do it on Google Chrome and or Firefox. Because I already had Google Chrome for movie night, I just went on ahead and did it through Google Chrome. But if you want to do it without using your phone, make sure that you do it through Google Chrome. Okay? This is a cute version of Hangout. Right. Okay. Yeah, I'm not mad at this. So real quick before we even get into the tea, are you guys feeling good about this? How do you like the controls? Do you feel like, what is it serving? Are you liking it? Okay. Oh my God. By the way, LT Miller is the one who put me on to this. So I got to give a shout out to LT Miller because Miller is the one who put me on. So, wow. And I see that we have 15 girls in here. So we clearly, it seems to me that whoever's available can come through. So I'm very excited about that. Very excited to have all of you here for this test. Like I said, this is going to be a super long show, but I really just wanted to run this test to serve you this quick hot plate to see if you could actually receive her. Because there's really no point in me cooking this meal if, girl, I'm making it buffet style, girl. There's enough to feed 40 girls and only 5 girls make it in. Girl, I'm looking crazy, girl. Because all this food is going to waste. And y'all know that I don't like wasting. So when I prepare a plate and it's just like, okay, girl, but... And the gag is, it's not even so much that only 5 girls showed up. Is that the building that I was in could only hold 5 girls, and the fire department did not allow me to let any additional girls in because it was a fire hazard. And their thing was, girl, I know that you want these girls in, girl, but it's out of our control, girl. It's out of our hands. Because at the end of the day, girl, we're not gonna have these girls burned to a crisp just because you want to serve them this hot plate, girl. And I'm looking at this kitchen, girl. You do need to upgrade these appliances. You know what I mean? Because, girl, this has grease fire written all over it, girl. Grease fire written all over it. So I want to thank all of you for coming through and giving your feedback. Because really I felt bad. My partner was telling me, he was like, yeah, we really do need to, because he sent me, what's today? Today's Monday. So he sent me last Friday a link to a bunch of like hosting sites where we could stream. Because he was saying, he was going through, he saw that legendary Mother Ashley, because I saw the comment too, and I see a lot of the comments, it's just, I get so overwhelmed sometimes where I be seeing it, but sometimes I'll just like it so that you know that I saw it. But I felt bad. He was like, yeah, I feel bad. And I was like, girl, I feel bad too. Because I want all of our family, all of our crew, all of the boys and girls of the world to make it to the table. Like Solange, girl, everybody has a seat at the table. But, the issue was, again, I don't have a problem paying the money, but the issue is that I felt that in particular with live stream, girl, you're asking me for 500 coins, but you're not even serving me the basics. Girl, can we get the basics? Do you know what I mean? So I really wasn't, I really was aggravated because for me, it's like, I just want to give these girls the show that they came for. But we having all these technical issues even before we get to the plate. You know what I'm saying? Fuck the plate, girl, even before I get to the kitchen to actually pull out the ingredients. So here it is, I'm in the kitchen, I'm all ready to serve you the sickening ass plate. But you're telling me, oh my God, didn't I tell this bitch to get, I told you to get the ground beef last night before you closed shop. You didn't get it? So now you telling me I told these girls to come here for spaghetti and meatballs, but we don't got no meatballs. That's how I be feeling. Is Angel in the house? Where's Ann? We got Colette in the house. Angel's in the house. Kevin's in the house. All the children are pulling through. The children are pulling through. I live. Welcome to the show. By the way, if you're just making it in, let me know how you like it. I don't know how it looks on your screen. On my screen, I'm in a fucking bubble. I'm in a fucking bubble, and I'm sat off to the side of the screen, so I don't know what the fuck is going on. But I think if that's the price we have to pay for all the children to come in, I'm on your screen, I'm big? Okay. Well, on my screen, I'm just a small bubble sat off to the fucking side somewhere, girl, so, you know, but to me, I'm okay with that as long as the children are collecting their plate. Oh, okay, that's what I look like on your plate? Y'all better, bitch, and you're sending images, girl? Girl! Okay. Girl, because, bitch, we can do this on Google Hangouts. Girl, we can do this on Google Hangouts. Girl, I'm living. Okay. I'm alive, girl. And see, here's the thing. Girl, I still don't want to play music just because, like I said, I don't know how this works if, when the show is over, if it's just gone. Or if they will let me go inside of the archives, pull the video, and upload her onto YouTube so that I could then upload her onto Patreon. But even if she's not recording me here, I'm recording this show separately. So at the end of this show, I will be uploading her onto Patreon for the children that were not able to make the show. But like I said earlier, you better come through, Kenny. Come through. But like I said earlier on the show, you know, the main thing for me is this. You know, it's one thing if the girls are not available because they're working or whatever the case may be, and so they can't make the show, so they have to catch the recorded show after the fact. That's one thing. It's a totally different thing when the girls have their tickets, they're ready, and they're actually available, but they can't make it in because we don't have adequate space. So I'm so thankful. It looks to me, hey Miller, hey baby. Oh, you know what? You did the damn thing. This is definitely, it looks like all the children are enjoying this particular site. So I want to thank you so much for giving your feedback and actually letting me know about Miss Rabbit. Because I never would have, I Googled it. Like, I'm like, girl, give me live streaming sites. Girl, they give me all kind of late girls. I'm like, girl, this shit is late, girl. This is late. And girl, this is no better than what I already have. And you asking me for all these coins. Another girl, Miss Thing, was asking me for like $5,000. And I'm like, girl, okay, you tried it. 5,000. Bitch, you a motherfucking tried it, girl. You motherfucking tried it. And girl, at the end of the day, girl, what you're not going to do is get over on me, honey. Because, girl, I can pay. Let me be clear. I'm not a cheap girl. I will pay. But you don't even let me unlist the videos, girl. There's still lag. Like, oh, okay. Girl, you crazy. You're crazy. You're crazy, girl. So crazy. But I digress. So you said, cute, if you press the pin button, you can see yourself blown up too. If I press the pin, I feel like I did press the pin. I don't know where she is, though. Girl, she has dissipated into thin air. Girl, I don't know where she is. But that's okay. You said it's on the bottom. You said it's on the bottom of your pic under the mic. Girl, hold on a second. Let me see. Girl, I just disappeared. That's fine. Girl, that's okay. Girl, I'll stay here in this, girl, now I'm squeezed out, girl. Now I'm gone. I pressed the little pin, girl, now I'm gone. Girl, now I'm all together gone. Hold on a second. Let me, maybe if I unpin one of the children, then I can pin myself back up here, girl. There I go. Girl, hopefully I didn't kick her out the show. I was just trying to, girl, unpin her so that I could pin myself back on this bulletin, girl, because I just totally disappeared. You said, I can hear you when I minimize the app. You better come through. Oh, so it looks to me like Miller definitely, girl, got some brownie points because, bitch, so far it seems like all the children love this site. It seems like all the children love this site. So, girl, we must give credit where credit is due. You know, But real quick, girl, let's talk about some tea. I don't know how many of y'all watch The Housewives of Atlanta, but girl, what just happened? Something just happened. Something just popped on my screen. Okay. What's happening? She's saying she looks better in high definition. Girl, now they got me, girl, y'all got me fucked up, girl. I don't want to press no button and fuck this broadcast up. I feel like they give me all these options. I feel like, girl, I'm going to press, because it says, click here to change the quality. Bitch, I bet you I press the quality, and then next thing you know, the show is over. No, let me not try it. Oh, Kenny, you did that, baby? That was you? You said, oh, girl, no shade, that was me, girl. Girl, it was me, guys. I'm sorry, girl. Let me see. It says new. Go live to share your room so anyone can join. No. This is only for my girls. Thank you. No, thank you. No, thanks. Girl, you doing too much. She is doing too much. Can I get this shit off my screen? Damn. Now I got to be in a bubble and I got this bitch playing off to my side. Whatever. If that's what we have to deal with, you said just press what? Press the what? To me, this is a small price to pay if this is going to allow us to have all the girls in the show. You should see a stop sign with the rabbit. I absolutely don't see that. I don't see a rabbit with a stop sign. But hold on, it says stop rabbit cast. Will that end the show? Okay. It says, are you sure you want to end Rabbit Cast? Girl, you scaring me. I don't know. Are you sure? Okay, so you tell me to press yes. Okay, girl. Oh, you better come through. He's like, bitch, I know this. Like, girl, I just put you on. Girl, you're the one who just arrived. He's like, girl, I know the buttons. Girl, press it. Girl, just press the damn button. But now, so real quick, how many of y'all have watched The Housewives last night? I'm trying to see if it's even worth talking about, because if none of y'all watched it, it ain't even worth talking about. But girl, this shit pissed me so far off, girl. I wish Darby was here, because I know Darby is a fan of Miss Candy, and I need somebody on here who likes Candy so that they can tell me if I'm tripping, because I don't like this bitch. She tries it. You said, with my mom, I caught some of it. You said, not me, I was playing GTA. Yes. And by the way, Kenny, no shade, I love you down. But listen, when you send me a notification, girl, just send me one notification. Because you be blowing it up, girl. The block be so hot when you come on. Because the other day my partner was playing. It wasn't even me online. I was sitting there watching him play. But girl, literally, you was sending emails, girl, smoke signals. I'm like, that's legendary father, honey. He wants me to hop on, but I'm not available right now. And girl, you was just like, girl, honey, me and Eugene, we need you. We need you now, honey. We need you now. You were like, girl, come on through. And I'm like, girl, but I'm literally, it wasn't even me playing. It was my partner playing. And so, girl, you was serving it. But I'm like, no shade, girl. I like your enthusiasm. I love it, girl. Like, you want to get on, you want to let have. And I'm like, girl, you better serve this meal. But listen, serve me one plate. Let me finish the first plate. And then if I don't come back for the second plate, that means I'm not available. So I think what'll probably be better is maybe we need to pick a day to serve the children. So maybe we need to play like on a Saturday. That way, you know, like Saturday, bitch, he's hopping on and I'm about to get my life. So that way, because my partner was like, girl, who is this blowing this up like this? And I'm like, girl, that's one of the children, honey. That's one of my girls. He's like, well, why is he blowing it up? I said, girl, because he wants me to hop on, but I'll tweet him and let him know that I'm not on right now. But he needs to, but I know that the girls go hard in the paint for me, girl. So I'm like, I'm not really tripping on it. But like I said, just know that when I'm available, you will know. When I'm available, you will definitely know. You, Kenny in particular, you'll be the first bitch to get the notification. I will personally send you a DM like, girl, I'm fixing to go live. Girl, get these wigs ready. Get everything you need, girl, because it's going down. You said, do I play Nataro's Story? Is that fun? I know it's like that's a show, but I know it's a show, but I didn't realize it was a game. Is it cute? You said you will have to reload the page and then... Oh, okay. By the way, hello and welcome to the show for all the new children that are making it. You guys, I think we found our new home. Once more, we have to give a shout out to LT Miller, who presented this to the children. I got to thank him because at the end of the day, I never would have come across this site had it not been for him. So I want to thank him for giving us a platform that all of the children could have a seat at the table. Carter, does my name pop up? Yes, come on. Well, it's coming up as Steven. Did you want to change it? Or, because it's definitely coming up. So, which, by the way, welcome to the show, my love. Legendary Steven. You've been with me for so long. Some of you have been with me for so long, it's like I be knowing your name when I see it. I know your face, I know your picture. Yeah, yours is popping up as Alan. Alan C, you're coming up as Alan on my, or excuse me, Alan, you're coming up as Alan C on my thing. You know what you were, Steven? You were a kid. I remember you. Because you used to, I feel like, didn't you used to come to the shows? To the live shows? Like, you've been with us for a long time, Block. There you go. That's what I remember you from, the first live shows on Blog TV. I remember you. Sure do. Sure. And what are you Colombian? I felt like, let me get it right. Is it Colombian? I could be wrong about that, but I feel like it's Colombian. It's something to that effect, but I feel like it's Colombian, and I could be wrong, so don't chop me for that. Because, again, you know, I remember, girl, I ain't perfect. Let me see. 2008. Wow. This is why I fuck with y'all and I love y'all so much and I go so hard in the paint for y'all because, girl, at the end of the day, I know that a lot of you, the majority of you really have been with me for a very long time. And I know that we do have some newbies, you know, around the block. But what's so great about this is the fact that so many of us, you know, so many of you have been with me for so long to the point where it's like we're already in sync. When the new girls who are like legit new, who are just discovering me, come to the platform, it's like, it's already like a community. So they're walking into a situation to where it's almost like we're already family, we're already acclimated. Does that make sense what I'm saying? So I couldn't be more pleased with how everything is going, how everything is panning out. Like, I couldn't be more pleased. And like I said, I really feel like when I go out and about, the girls get sick of me because, honey, I talk about y'all all the motherfucking time, girl. I sure do. Because to me, I think it's important. Like, one thing, and I talk about this often. I talk about it often, but the thing about it for me is I want to remain passionate about the work that I do. I want to remain in love with the work that I do. And for me, you better come through if your vagina's brokenfixer.com. By the way, for those of you that are watching this after the fact, I'm reading some of the comments, girl. So, girl, I don't have Tourette's, girl. I'm not just busting out in song and dance. Although I do that too. So I don't even know what was the point of me saying that. But the point is, okay, when I'm out and about, I talk about the children all the time because for me, it's important. I don't know. It's just important for me because the more I talk about y'all and the more I like show gratitude to the universe, the more turned up I be about it. Like, girl, I'm excited. I need to do this. You know, I need to do that. Which is the reason why, you know, when we did the last show and so many girls were not able to make it because there weren't enough seats, you know, and Steph was vocalizing her concerns. Ashley was vocalizing her concerns. And I know that it's all coming out of love, girl, so it's no shade. For me, it was like, girl, okay, we need to figure this out at this point. Because like I said, money at this point is really not the issue. It's a matter of me not wasting my money. And that's the thing about it, too. I remember early on in my career, like early on. I remember, then again, I would say early-ish. Because this was like at least maybe 5 years into it. But I want to say I was in college. And I remember I had come across a little bit of money. This was actually around the time that I got my scooter. And I had some money left over, and I had this idea, like I wanted to do this cartoon, but like the way that I wanted to do it was, I drew up this image of this girl, and it took hours, but I didn't put any, how do I describe this? I put the details in her face, but then I didn't put her eyes, and I didn't put her mouth, because what I wanted to do was write up a script, and then I wanted to take pictures of it and like change the expression so that when I was doing the voiceover, I could chop the images so that it would move. It would be like a cartoon, but like a stop motion cartoon. I don't know what you call that. But in any case, I went out and bought all the materials. I drew it up, the whole thing. And I for her hair, I made it out of yarn. It was like turquoise and brown. Like, it was a whole thing that I did. But then as I was editing, it was hours and hours and hours it took me just to get like 1 minute of the script. Because you literally have to sit there and slice it in like milliseconds, like you have to slice it. And it took forever. And then I just quit because it was just too much. Now, why did I tell you that story? because it was a situation to where it was a good idea. And instead of me actually doing my research into what the labor part of it was going to be, I spent my money and then didn't stick with it, and I wasted my money. So where I am now is I'm like, no, make sure you do your research. Don't just throw money at a situation and think that hopefully it works out. Do your research. Look at reviews. See what goes into it in terms of labor, which is the reason why it took me so long to deliver, this whole the whole Patreon meal, because I wanted to make sure that everything was fair. I wanted it to be fair for you guys. I wanted it to be fair for me. And I wanted to make sure that I gave you guys value. So it took a long time. And I remember my partner being like, girl, when you just launch it already? I'm like, girl, calm down. I'll launch it when it's ready. It'll be ready when it's ready. You know what I mean? Because, girl, you can't hurry, love. No, you've just got to wait. Who said it was going to come easy? You know what I mean? So that's kind of where I am with that conversation. But right, you cannot rush the meal. But let me read some of these comments. Let me scroll up real quick. Okay, it says, oh my God, Q, I saw bloodshed. You did. You know what? Let me see your performance. But girl, well, I appreciate that. Really, it really wasn't that good, honestly, because I feel like that's the whole thing. When I was, anyway, I ain't gonna say who it was, but I was talking to somebody who, it's not that big a deal. It was Shane Dawson. Fuck it. I was talking to Shane Dawson, and we were talking about, kind of like not being in control of your material and kind of knowing how to get the best out of yourself. And I was just saying to him, like, when I did that movie, I remember the scene, like with Biling, where we were doing drugs and whatever. And I remember thinking, oh, this is the perfect take. She looks good. I look good. This is the take I hope they use this one. And all of the scenes where I was like, oh, this is the take I hope they use, they didn't. They used something totally different. And it's like, okay. See, if I was doing this movie, I would know how to make it. I would make it the right way. Y'all making it the wrong way. That's how I be feeling. Like, I like to be in control of shit, because I be knowing how to make it look good. I know how to make my performance good. You don't know me like I know me, girl. And I know when another bitch performance is good, because Biling was doing a lot of extra shit. And she was like ad-libbing and like going off the script and stuff. Because the director had pulled me to the side. He was like, oh, just make sure you keep Biling under control. And I'm like, girl, that is not my job, but okay. And you didn't even pay me that much, girl, but that's a whole nother conversation. Because they really didn't pay me that much. I would never do another gig like that for that long. And for the pay that they gave me, girl, it was not worth it. I mean, I guess it's to say that, I have a movie that was a Redbox movie. It's kind of cool, but as an artist, you have to really protect your artistry and your performance and what you're doing. And a lot of times I think that really it was because a friend of mine asked me to do it, the film. Bree, I don't know if you guys know her, but in any case, Bree Esrick had, we were having a conversation, and she thought, I think you'll be perfect for this movie. We'll bring you in, etc. And so, that's what it was. But my thing is, I feel like y'all paid Biling all this money, and no shade, my role in the film was just as big as hers, but you paid me literally, I mean, out of 100%, let's say you paid Biling 100%, you paid me literally like 3% of what you paid Biling. Now, I understand that Biling is a name. She's worked with a lot of different people who are A-listers, etc. But the point is, we're in the same film. And I'm not saying you have to pay me her exact rate, but girl, you paid me 3% of what you paid her. Like, maybe even less. I feel like my math is off, but maybe even less than that. It really was a very small figure. And I would never do that again. I would never do that again. Yeah, the Bloodshed movie sure did. They paid me peanuts. And his thing was, Kenny, you're too kind. The movie really wasn't all that, but thank you. See, I'm that bitch, to be real with myself, girl. I'm not ashamed of the movie. I'm proud of the movie. I did the movie. And like I said, it was in Redbox, so that was cool. Like, I had a film that was in Redbox. But, girl, one of these days you're going to get a real performance from me, girl. I just don't know when. But one day I'm going to serve you and hit you upside like glue can sugar and hit you over the head with a real performance versus some shit where it's like, they put in a take up. When I watched it, I'm like, oh my God, that is the one take I didn't want her to use. Of course, that's the one she would use. You know what I'm saying? Steven, I see him. Try refreshing. Oh, you can't see me? Steven, you have to click the pin on. Oh, what? You said, girl, let's watch Bloodshed on movie night. Girl, why? So we can kiki and girl, so y'all can have me clocking this movie all the way through. I don't give a fuck if it's me in this movie, girl. Stupid is stupid is stupid is stupid, girl, regardless of who's in it. If I'm in the film, girl, okay, still a chop. Girl, because take me out the movie and put somebody else up in there, girl. I would still be like, girl, thank you for the opportunity. But, girl, this movie was not all that in a bag of chips, girl, with all due respect. Was the tweet video, which I love, about Shane? No. That was not about Shane. No. It was a white girl, but it was not Shane. I knew Shane at that point, but we didn't really have a relationship at that point. So I didn't really know him in that way at the time. Because you're talking about the video where they were reading my tweets and then confronting me about the tweets. I think that's what you're talking about. If that's what you're talking about, no, that wasn't Shane. I watch it every month. It's brilliant. Wait, what? Oh, wait, the tweet video, girl? Let me see. Yeah, that's the... Yeah, girl, that definitely wasn't Shane. You said we all know it was Trisha in her fake... No, honestly, it wasn't Trisha either. It wasn't anybody in LA. The girls that I was talking about with the tweet are people who were in Georgia. Although, like I said, girl... Well, I ain't even gonna go into Trisha. But the point is, I have my experiences with her, but the videos that I've posted that you guys have seen, I haven't clocked her in. Although I low-key did clock her in the one video where I was just talking about all the YouTube shade and the fakeness. She was a part of that, with all due respect. I'm not trying to give her too much, but girl, you know you're a fake girl, and it is what it is. But that's okay. I think she knows that. Shauna texted me randomly. I haven't, which is, we were work associates who liked each other, but we really weren't super close. But we had a mutual respect for each other, but we really weren't super close. She randomly, after all those years, 4 or 5 years, I don't know how long it's been since I was in LA, but she randomly texted me and said she was thinking about me and whatever, what have you, and I appreciated that. My thing is this, for me, even for the girls in LA, you have to remember, we were all a lot younger then. I'm 28 now. I think when I was there, I was 24. Okay, 23, 24, because I had a birthday there. So I was 23, 20. So I was in my early 20s. And so we were immature. There was a lot of things going on. Lisa Schwartz and Brie Essrig seemed like sweethearts. Yeah, Lisa Schwartz and Brie. Everybody, listen, the thing is, everybody has their stuff. Me, everybody. Everybody has their stuff. But Brie Essrig is the one who presented me with the film. So and actually, I lived with her for a little while as well. So, I lived with her and her boyfriend, Steve Green, I think his name is. I lived with him for a little while. I lived with a lot of girls. Y'all don't know. Girl, I made a lot of connections while I was out there. I definitely did. But, Trisha did have one cute song I enjoyed, but she's still a pickle. Girl. Anyway, I'm done talking about these YouTube girls. No shade. Like I said, it's all love. It's no shade to these girls. Because at the end of the day, they're making their coin. You know what I'm saying? The other day, though, I'll say one more thing. But I've never met this person, though, actually. But I came across PewDiePie, whatever her name is. And it's just astonishing to me that she is as popular as she is. It is astonishing to me. Because to me, she just seems like not even entertaining. She just is very basic to me. And it's girl, and I love my white girls now, so it's no shade. It's girl, they will promote any white girl, even if she's not talented. Because to me, I've watched girls that do gaming videos that actually are entertaining to me. She, to me, was boring. And just annoying to me. The way she be talking get on my nerves. The way she be doing her faces and her hands and everything just aggravates me with her. And now she don't even do that no more. Because the video that they recommended, it wasn't even a gaming video. It was just her talking. But she was just doing a whole lot of stuff. And one thing that she said that really aggravated me in the video that they recommended for me, which I don't even know why. It's I watched one of this bitch's videos a year or two ago. And maybe I saw her a few years before that, but that's not a person that I'm consistently watching. But the point is, she made a video where she was just she was basically like coming for the YouTube girls who promote positivity all the time because life is not always positive. And I actually don't disagree with her on that, but the part that aggravated me about it was like, oh, you shouldn't have to do this, that, and the fourth to get your money or to get people to watch your videos, da, 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 da. And I'm thinking to myself, so bitch, cause then she went on to say, yeah, I used to do that. I had to stop doing it because I couldn't do it anymore, this, that, and the fourth. But I'm sitting there looking like, girl, you sat there with Diane Sawyer. Because I saw they did a Yahoo story on this bitch. You sat there with Diane Sawyer, bitch, doing an interview with her. And you were on South Park and all these other different things. Here's my thing. So now because you done popped off, now you want to sit there and shame the other girls that are doing what you did? It was okay while you were doing it, but now that the other girls are also trying to be positive or bring a positive message, even though I do agree that it be fake, bitch, you were doing it too. It'll be one thing if you kept it real right from the beginning. If you kept it real right from the beginning and you still got popular, then that's fine. But how the fuck you gonna get popular doing the shit that you're complaining about? So it's like, oh, y'all being fake, the merchandise, the this, that, and the fourth. Bitch, you have merchandise too. You have a whole brand, girl. Why are you trying to shade the girl for earning their coin? On some shit that you did too. Like, girl, you sound fucking dumb. But anyway, let me continue to read the comments. We're going to move away. You said, Dashy XP. Wait, what? Okay. Does really funny gaming videos. Oh, that's a YouTuber. Oh, okay. I don't like Joey's voice either. He gives me a headache. Who's talking about Joey Graceffa? Joey always sounds like he's talking to his dog. Oh, no. Okay, you got to be talking about Joey Graceffa because I agree with that. He does. He and Tyler Oakley be doing that baby voice. Like, oh my God, I did so much. Like, nigga, who you think you talking to? Girl, I'm grown. I'm sorry. But see, that's the reason why her audience are like children. Cause see, girl, I can't do all of that. Cause oh my God, I love you so much. Like, nigga, aren't you almost 30 years old too? Oh, you got on my fucking nerve. Anyway, it says quite a no shade, but if you came onto YouTube talking about that, that would be the day I unsubscribe. Talking about what? I'm confused. Talking about what? Hold on a second. Oh. I thought you were saying talking about Joey Graceffa. I'm like, girl, what? All the shit I talked about, and that's where you draw the line? Girl, is when I talk about Joey Graceffa? Oh, okay. No, girl, please. First of all, don't unsubscribe, girl. What you need to be doing is getting a plane ticket and bringing some sage, because obviously I've been taken under possession. If I ever come here talking like a fucking baby like that, I really do believe Hillary got to me. Somebody got to me. Like, I feel like if ever I come on here, because y'all know, at this point, y'all know me, right? So I feel as though if ever I come on here and I'm serving you a plate that you know is not in my repertoire, then that's when y'all need to be like, yo, don't turn away, girl. That's when I need your help. That's when I need your help. Like, if all of a sudden I'm on here like, okay, you guys, so, like, what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be, then again, I do have videos where I'm more calm, but you get my point. Like, if I come on here just giving you a meal that's not me, I'm doing the baby talk, I'm doing challenge, like a bunch of stupid ass challenges where I burn myself. Remember when they were doing that ice challenge, the ice and salt challenge? And I remember one time I saw somebody do that ice and salt challenge to the point to where when they took the ice off, their skin came up. Like, you ripped off your skin being a dumbass bitch for some views. You look so fucking dumb right now. Like, if ever you see me do some self-destructive shit, that's not me. Because I would never do that. Like, I would never be that dumb bitch to be like, oh girl, let's choke to death on some marbles. Let's see how many marbles we can swallow today. Okay, well, I'll stand off to the sidelines, girl. Girl, text me if you need me. Holla. Because what I'm not going to sit up here and do is play with you. I'm not going to play them stupid games with you. Girl, what I look like? What I look like to you? Girl, I look like a basic to you, bitch? You trying it. Let me see. I did the salt and ice challenge in my youth. He said, girl, I am not proud. Yeah, like, that's not some shit, no shade to you, baby, because, you know, I love you now, but girl, that's not some shit I would do. I would not do that. That's why YouTube does, don't endorse Q, because, you know what? The thing about it, too, about Miss YouTube is they want me to play games with the children, and I don't have time to play games. And it's a long story about that, but they want me to play games, and I don't got time. Like, it's very political. And I'm really hoping that, like I said, my goal is to get 1,000 patrons. At that point, I really don't even know if I care about being on, like, getting a TV show, nothing like that. My main thing is just going to be communicating with the children. Like I said, annually, I would like to do, like, a summer camp, a meetup where we have maybe, like, a week. Maybe we do a week. A summer camp where we do, like, a week for the summer camp, or, like, something to where we do it for, like, a few days. And I feel like I would like to sponsor it. So the only thing you would have to worry about really is your transportation. Do you know what I mean? Because to me, I'm more pressed about, because here's the reality of the situation. Who knows what comes after death, right? Who knows? Maybe there's something, maybe there's not. I think there's something, but I'm not going to sit up here and pretend like I know what that something is. But here's the point. I'm not going to spend my life trying to get the world to feature me. Because one day I'll be dead and none of this will matter. So why not, while I'm here with you, let's make memories today. Let's get our life today. And if I can get to 1,000 patrons, I swear to God, like I said, I'm going to, because me and my partner, we were online, because I told my friend, I said, girl, I may need you to come on through and help me with my camp. Because I was telling my friend about it, I'm like, no, although then he got too turned up, girl. That's one of them friends where, girl, next thing, first I was telling him about the summer camp, the adult summer camp. I was like, girl, I ran it past my patrons. They were living, girl. I think they're on board. They want to do the summer camp too. I said, girl, and I was telling them that I said, girl, we're going to have weed galore, cocktails galore. I said, girl, we're going to have a super soaker and water balloon day. Girl, we're going to have canoeing. We're going to have volleyball, bitch. We're going to have karaoke. We're going to have game night, like where we have LAN parties and this whole thing. And girl, he was like, bitch, yes, God. And he was living. But then he started going into like, girl, promotions and like, girl. And here's what I was trying to explain to him. That he was just not understanding. Because he was just like, yes, and girl, we need to take it to the next level, girl. We need to get you, because I told him, I said, if I can get to 1,000 patrons by 30, girl, I would be perfectly okay with that. And he was like, girl, why wait till 30? You can maximize, and girl, this and forth. I said, but girl, I'm doing well. Like, we're doing well. The community is growing. I'm getting good girls, like people who want to be here. They're not combative and argumentative. The girls, like, no. He was like, oh, well, no, but girl, you need to do it this way, that way. I said, but the way you're advertising it, girl, comes across as shiesty to me. I don't want to do that. The girls who are coming are going to come here. I'm going to be honest about what the services are. And the girls that are coming are going to be there because they want to be there. I don't want to trick people into coming on this platform. That's not what I give. And I told him, I said, what you're giving is greedy. Because I told him, I was like, girl, we average about, in a month's time, depending on how I hit these promotions, girl, we average about 15, 20. It ranges from 15 to like 30 girls. So that's good to me. But he was like, no, but why are you, I feel like you're not maximizing. I feel like you're being complicit. I'm like, okay, girl, well, okay. Because see, he was just giving a lot. See, he didn't know how to stay in his lane. He went from talking about the summer camp with me to now he's my marketing team and my branding team. And he just started like taking it too far out the box. And he just was not understanding. You said, am I monetized? I am. But she don't really bring in. But like I say, the second channel, it's not, she does bring in some coins. It's not really competitive, but she brings in some coins. Depending on what the video is, like how well the channel does that month, she might do a decent coin. But she don't really do, in a month, let's just say an average month, she ain't paying no real bills. You know what I'm saying? She may be something where I could go out and, maybe get an Uber to and from someplace, but she ain't really paying no real bills typically. But I created that channel, number one, so that I could just do like simple videos from time to time. Although now I'm thinking that I'm gonna, step it up. Let me see. Hey, Cardi baby. Let me see. Let me scroll up here real quick so I can read what you said, baby. It says, hey, Cardi, you finally made it to the show. Yes, I've been a patron for what? It's time. I said, yeah, you better come through, so you can actually. I know that's right. Well, welcome to the show. I'm so glad you made it, my love. I'm so glad you made it. Truly. And Zorro, to get to your question, To be honest with you, I've been doing YouTube at this point over a decade, and I still couldn't answer that question for you. I really don't know. There are times where you make decent money. I've never made like really good money on YouTube. There were months where I may have made like decent money, but now even my best month on YouTube, I'm making more money on Patreon than my best month ever on YouTube. So that should tell you something. YouTube, they pay you what they want to pay you. And what I love about Patreon, I think, first of all, I really hope they don't sell out and do nothing fucking retarded. Because they are so good about treating the audience, meaning you all, the community, and the creators. They value the whole community. And I appreciate that. When I tell them concerns that the patrons are having on my team, they're very attentive. They respond quickly. And they care about making sure everything runs smoothly. They're always updating to figure ways to give you guys additional value and to make it easier for the creators. So for instance, now they have a thing on Patreon where we can do a poll. So they're always adding new things, and I appreciate them for that. But Sophie, is this your first time? Sophie, this is not your first. Is this really your first time? Wow. I see you in the comments all the time. I can't believe this is your first time. Wow. Well, welcome to the show, my love. Welcome to the show. But YouTube to me now, like I say, on my main channel, she gives me some additional coins. But the money, it's so up and down, up and down. And unless you are a Shane Dawson, a PewDiePie, something like that, she really is not dependable, really. So that's the reason why I'm so thankful for Patreon, and I'm so thankful for all of you. Having said that, like I said, Steven, you got a book, my love? Okay, my love. Well, listen, you have a good one, okay? I'm going to see you next time. Thank you so much for stopping in. So you said you could be like Trish and girl. No. And see, here's the thing about that while you playing. I've had opportunities. People have offered me different things, even while I was in LA. But that's not how I'm going to make it. Maybe that's me being foolish. Who knows? But I feel like that's not how I'm going to do it. All of the things that I've done throughout my career have been either a blessing, meaning people came through and took me in and didn't ask me to do nothing like, oh girl, you gotta kiss me and suck my penis and all this other stuff. They never came through for me like that. I never had a situation to where I had, in order for me to be with you, girl, now I will say with the gay couple, I did have to be their therapist, but at least it was emotional because it was like draining, but at least they weren't asking me to have sex with them or nothing crazy like that. So I've never had that issue, but at the same time, and then I'm not really here to judge the girls for doing what they got to do, but that's just not my story. That's not what I want to do. So people have offered girl, you know how it is, Sophie, girl. And not only, and first of all, girl, they're always offering their penises and their butts up to the children, but at the same time, you know, for me, it's just a situation, two things about it. Number one, I'm not going to sell myself out, and then I'm also not going to abuse whatever access that I may have. What do I mean by that? I've had it happen to where I felt like people who look up to me and respect me, it's almost like they come across like they'll do whatever I tell them to do. And my thing is, no, girl, you don't have to do that. If I'm talking to you, girl, you have my attention. You don't have to like bend over backwards and like feel like the only thing you have to offer to a conversation is your body. Because I've had that happen too. And I know girls that take advantage of that. So it goes both ways. My thing is, I'm not going to sell myself out, and I'm also not going to take advantage. I'm not going to be like, oh girl, you know me, you respect my work, let me see if I can manipulate the situation. No. It's not going to happen. But at the same time, you know, if we hit it off, because I mean, there was one time, let me tell y'all a quick story. Maybe I already told the story, I don't know. There was this supporter of mine that, I'm trying to think, was it Twitter or was it Facebook? I think it was Twitter. Well, anyway, there was this supporter of mine who, I mean, for maybe a year was like, hey girl, like always hit me up. Not like creepily, but just like, hey girl, whatever, just hey girl, hey type stuff. Well, anyway, okay, so he was in Atlanta. I can't remember why he was in Atlanta with his family. He was in Atlanta. Or was he visiting family? Because he lived by himself in his apartment in Florida. Girl, I can't remember all the specifics, so I'm going to try to give it to you. The meal, hopefully I get all, you know, the majority of the ingredients right. I may be missing some ingredients, but girl, I'm going to give you the meat of it. So anyway, he's in Atlanta. And he contacted me. He's like, girl, let's hang out. Let's get a drink or two, whatever the case may be, on me, whatever. And girl, actually, it's so funny. At that time, I had literally told my homegirl, I said, you know what? I want to start living more freely. Now, what I mean by that, you know how I just came out of the closet talking in terms of how I smoke weed? So that was one of the things at that time. I was like, I hate the fact that I feel like, as Britney Spears would say, girl, I felt so overprotected. And I felt like I wasn't really living my life because I was so concerned with not disappointing you guys, not disappointing my family, not disappointing myself. Like, I don't want to be caught out in these streets and then, you know, the girls are messy. So, you know, you say the wrong thing, you do the wrong thing. Next thing you know, you're on camera and now it's like an embarrassment. So, you know, I've always been very conscientious of that. So I said, you know, I want to be more, I need to live my life. Like, what, God forbid, what happens if something happens to me tomorrow? And now all of the different experiences that I wanted, I never got because I was too afraid to live my life. Okay. So that was literally, that had happened maybe the day before or the day of. Because normally when people write me and text me saying, oh, girl, I'm a fan, I'm a supporter, girl, can we get a drink? I normally pay it because to me, in my mind, especially at that time, it just felt like, you know, girl, you don't know who, you can't just go and grab a drink with everyone. Do you know what I mean? But okay. So, having said that, on this day, he tweeted me or emailed me on Facebook and was like, girl, I'm here. I would love to come in, you know, treat you to a drink, whatever the case may be. Fine. So we go out, you know, he's treating me to a drink, whatever the case may be. And we were having a good time, girl. It was just a kiki. It was, on my end, it was just a kiki, girl. It was no shade on my end. And so we're having a good time, whatever, we're having drinks, whatever. And the next thing I know, he starts, okay, here we go with this commercial. Hold on, girl. Hold on. We're working to get the site. What? Wait. Press 1 if you can see and hear me. Okay, because the way she's acting is like, girl, she ended the show. Okay, so everyone's still with me. So anyway, get back on point. So we're having drinks. And we're having a good time. We're kikiing. We're at the bar. We're dancing, you know, getting our life. And the next thing I know, he starts, like, flirting with me. Now, he was cute. But I was kind of like, girl, I thought we were just having drinks. Like, in my mind, I'm like, girl, you know. Here's my first thing. My first thing was, girl, you know you don't have to, like, flirt with me, girl. Because, like, it's one thing when it's just someone in the bar who's flirting with me and they don't know me. But, and I know this is weird. But in my mind, I feel like anytime a person knows me, it's strange in my mind. Because I'm like, are you flirting with me because you know me? Like, you know my work? Or are you flirting with me because you are trying to flirt with me, girl? Like, what's the team? So I was, like, trying to, like, girl, like, calm down. But then he started, like, girl, oh, my God, you are serving at my mind, da-da-da-da-da-da. And so, make a long story short, at this point, we're, like, 3 or 4 drinks in. So then, girl, he tried to kiss me, girl. We did kiss, girl. We did. I'm not going to sit here and flex. Girl, we did. But that was all we did, girl. We did have a little makeout session. And it was cute. But... Oh, no, but the story gets better. Hold on, the story does get better. Then, he was like, oh, you know what? You should come back to my apartment in Florida. And girl, we went on a road trip. Sure did. I didn't even know this bitch. But I went. I sure did. Because first of all, I was bigger than her. So I'm like, girl, if you try, girl, I could just whoop your ass, girl, no shade. Unless she drugged me in my neck, girl, tied me up and then killed me. You never know. But, girl, I wasn't really pressed. Because, girl, I was so in the moment. I'm like, girl, I just said I want to live my life. I was being reckless, to be fair. I'm going to be real. I was being reckless. But I did say that I wanted to be more free. And so I felt like that was the universe giving me an opportunity because I had just said that. And he was like, girl, I'll bring you down. We'll stay there. We'll come to my apartment for like 2 days or a day, whatever, however long it was. And then we'll come back. If you go onto my Instagram, there's a picture where I'm at a casino. That's when I went. That was when I was there at the casino. I was at the casino with him. So we had drove down, girl. And I will say he wasn't crazy. He was a normal person. But we only kissed the one time. We had one makeout session. And then after that, girl, I just kept it platonic. And so I didn't want to go into, any additional. But the point was, in a situation like that where the other person is initiating it, then it's like, okay, if you just find me attractive, then you find me attractive. But I don't want you to feel like you have to be like all up under me like that just so that I can respond to you. Because all you have to do is say hello and I'll talk to you and you don't have to flirt with me. You know what I mean? But anyway, I digress. Let me see. Hey, Donald, baby, how are you, my love? Let me scroll up and see what the children are talking about. Let me see. You said, Cyber, I can't wait to see this third girl. She's either going to be real good or a turd. I guess I messed something up. Hopefully it's fixed now. Quinn, baby, can you see and hear everything, or is everything on point? Let me see. Stefan. Where's Stefan? Did I miss him? You can't see, but you can hear me? Y'all, try refreshing the screen right quick. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Miller just told me. Hold on 1 second. Where is that rabbit at? Where is she? I don't see her. Oh, here she is. Let me stop this. Hold on 1 second. Okay. How about now? Can y'all see and hear everything? Awesome. Okay, good. So, yeah, that's that on that. But I know there are other girls that take advantage of that. It's really gross to me. Because she was like, yeah, girl, the girls be want to have sex with me. Girl, I fuck the girls down all the time. And I think they thought that was supposed to make her look good. But I'm like, that makes you look like, to me, like, creepy. That's how my mind processes that. Like, they don't even find you attractive. They're just doing that so that they can be in your circle and be your friend. And they feel like that's the only way they can get in with you. That's not flattering to me. That would make me feel like, what's the word? That would make me feel like a predator. Like, you want to be my friend, first you got to have sex with me. Like, no, that's stupid. Girl, it's paid. But anyway, let me scroll up to see the comments. Girl, I'm saving myself for someone special. Kenny, hey, let have. Good luck with that, by the way. And I mean that. Let me see. It is creepy, right? Let me scroll up and see some more of the comments. It took me forever to be able to see you. Oh, Cardi, you can see me now, baby. Can you see and hear? Can you hear me? Because you were saying before you could hear me, but you just couldn't see me. Okay, let me see what's going on. Okay. So real quick, before we wrap this up, because this was supposed to be a test run, girl, and here we go. Let me see. I can see and hear everything perfectly. I just want to say real quick, again, and I know I've said it multiple times throughout this broadcast, but Miller, thank you so much for putting us on to this website, because so many of the children were missing the show because we didn't have enough seats. This right now seems to be working perfectly, and I can't even thank you enough, because I was really dreading, like, okay, for this next show on Thursday, it's gonna be some more hang-ups where girls can't make it to the show. But now it's a situation to where all of the children are able to make it to the show if they are available. And so I want to thank you so much for putting us on to Rabbit. That being said, we are going to wrap up soon, because this was just supposed to be a test run. And by the way, Miller, how do you end the show? I don't see an end button. Is there a way to end it? Because I'm looking, and I don't know that I see an end button. You said, yes, Miller, you made me a little bunny. The bunnies are cute, I will admit. They are. At first I thought, girl, what the fuck? But they are cute, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, try going to the bottom left part, okay? If I hit that rabbit, by my name, I don't want to end it right now. I just want to see. What do I just sign out? And then if I sign out, it ends the show? Okay, let me see. By the way, let me just make sure everything's still recording. It sure is. Great. Okay, by the way, when this is finished, I'm going to upload the session onto YouTube, and then this episode will be, I'll consider this an NQ episode, just because it's a live show. Let me see, Quadier, can we see what you search it up on your computer? You said what? Wait, what? What? Let me see, let me close this out. Oh, I'm like, wait, what? I'm like, girl, I ain't trying to get that personal, girl. You don't know what's on my browser, girl. You know what's on my search screen's been saying? No, I'm kidding. But in any case, Okay, so I'm thinking if I just sign out, it'll allow me to. That'll end the show. I don't want to try it now, obviously, because I don't want to end the show. Let me see. We can do movie night here, too. So wait a minute. How would we do movie night here? Because with movie night, I feel like... what will you be uploading on Patreon this week? Hopefully we have a podcast coming. You have a table read coming. And then, of course, you have NQ coming. So those are the three things that are coming. Let me see. Oh no, wait. Press the TV with the rabbit on it. Oh, and that's how you screen share. I know Netflix is not going to like that, girl. I still have rants and slants on my iPod. You better come through, Sophie. No, movie night is not tonight. And by the way, I think what we're gonna do is limit movie night to two. We're gonna do 2 movie nights a month, because what I have found is, girl, it just be so, girl, I be drained by the time we get to the end, girl, I'll be like so drained. So I think we need to split it. Let me see. Can just use his Netflix, right? And no one else has to pay. Right. I think if that's an option, I'll definitely do that, because I know that all the girls don't have Netflix. So if it allows me to show my Netflix, the only thing about that, though, here's the only downside to that. Although if I did a Netflix party and then I did the screen share, we could still chat, and then the girls who don't have Netflix just wouldn't be able to chat, right? Because if I just do a screen share, then you'll hear me talking, but I won't be able to see the chat. You know what I'm saying? You said, girl, log. Hold on, wait, what? Girl, log into my Amazon Prime. She has sickening movies. What are the benefits of Amazon Prime, by the way? Because I'm doing a trial, but I don't even know what the benefits are to take advantage. Well, I think on the next movie night, Miller, that's what we'll do. Oh, she's next day delivery? How much does she cost? Like, what is she annual or is she monthly? Oh, that's it? I'm saying that like that's not a lie. I mean, it really isn't. Not because I do order a lot of stuff from Amazon. I just didn't know what the point was of Prime. I order a lot of stuff from her, girl. She is sickening. I love Amazon and Hulu. Girl, I have so many things that I'm paid subscriptions that I'm paid for. Girl, Amazon, what is it? Not Amazon, excuse me. Twitch that I don't even use all the fucking time. Fucking Netflix. What's this fucking shit that I'm doing on SoundCloud? I'm paying for her for the additional space. It's countless things that I'm signed up to. Let me see. And they have a Netflix thing included. What? I may have to go ahead and make that investment. I sure will. Because like I said, I know that all the girls don't have Netflix. So that might be a good alternative for the girls that aren't subscribed to Netflix. They can still get in with this film. You said, which by the way, Empire girl, Miss Bitch, with that short hair tried it. I want her to die in a what? She tried it? You can log on my Hulu. Y'all are so fucking sweet. Ms. Zoro's like, girl, go ahead and use my my Hulu. Girl. You said, yeah, if you press the Rabbit TV thing, then it goes to popular website tabs. Wow. I only had Netflix for a month after the free trial, and I was just watching cartoons and animated movies. Aw. Can you clock Miss Candy? Okay, yeah, let me clock Miss Candy real quick. Well, I wish Darby was here, because I know Darby likes Candy, so I wish I had somebody who could defend her and tell me and clock me if I'm tripping, but this is just my opinion on her. I feel like, girl, Phaedra, let's start with Phaedra. Phaedra, you did say, so you need to stop lying, because the thing is, when you said it, you weren't saying it in a negative way, so you don't even have to lie about that, because you were saying it to help Portia. When she said, oh, yeah, she wants to tell everybody about her progress, whatever. I think she was saying that to defend her, like, no, she's going to anger management and she'll tell you about it. I don't think she was trying to be shady. So I don't see why she lied about that. I think she should have just said, you know what, Portia, I did say that, and maybe I shouldn't have, But the reasoning behind that was because I feel like these ladies sometimes don't want to give you an opportunity. And what I was trying to say was just give her a chance. She's going in anger management. Just let her tell you about her progress. I think that's what she was trying to go with it. But then she lied, and I thought that was weird. Why would you lie about that? You clearly weren't being messy when you said it. It wasn't coming like shade. But having said that, okay, at that dinner table, Kenya is the one who is the messy one, who got it all riled up. First of all, bitch, you didn't see me. We done been at like 3 or 4 events now, Kenya. When you kicked me out of your house, did I throw a fit? No, I walked out the house. That's probably a part of her anger management. Maybe back in the day, she would have been like, you kicking me out, I'm her plus one, da-da-da-da-da. I ain't even did nothing to you yet. Just like when you kicked her out of the Halloween party when she came as Dorothy Dandridge and you couldn't take it. So here's my thing. I'm like, bitch, it's obvious that she's not trying to fight with you like that. Because you kicked her out of your house. When you did the mystery room with her, she wasn't flipping out like, why are you creating an issue where there isn't a fucking issue? So here it is right at the table. Here comes Miss Kenya. Oh, well, I think we need to know about your progress because I don't know if I feel comfortable going to the woods with you. Bitch, you are absolutely trying it. Bitch. Okay, have you had an issue with me up until this? Like, ever since that one issue, have you had an issue with me? Why are you trying it? Nobody was even thinking about that. Nobody felt like Portia was a threat but you. And she's so concerned with Portia, but you sitting up here dating this dude who's busting out your windows like Jasmine Sullivan? Are you serious? You got him busting out your windows and all this stuff what you talking about? Girl, I can't take you. And here she comes. Oh, well, I'm just concerned and this, that, and the fourth. And so Portia was like, well, whatever it was that she said, something to the effect of, oh, girl, my progress, girl, I don't really have to go into it with you. Oh, well, I think you should because we need to know and this, that, and the fourth. And girl, is this how you handle, is this your anger management? Because it looks like you need to take a few more classes. No, bitch. Oh my God, are you serious? You are the one antagonizing her, trying to provoke a reaction out of her right now. Girl, that's you. And while you so pressed, here's the thing about it, bitch. All of y'all have anger issues. Candy, Kenya, Cynthia. The only difference is, girl, y'all don't put hands on children. But in terms of what the things that you say, in terms of the way you come at people, girl, you could go to therapy too. You can go to anger management too. Because wasn't it you that went to Kim Fields and tried to pull her from out of that chair? So suppose Kim Fields would have turned around and punched you in your fucking face. Then you would have been acting like you were the victim. Oh my God, Kim Fields, I don't care what I said. You never put your hands on people. And I didn't actually touch you, Kim. I touched the chair. Like, she is so full of excuses. It's like, it's shocking to me that people even try to defend her. Full of excuses. And so anyway, so then Sheree jumped in and was like, well, I never have issues with Portia, so I'm not concerned, girl. You need to speak for yourself, girl, because I don't have issues with her. Then you have Candy who jumped in like, well, let me ask the question. Because I guess she felt like, Kenya, it's the way because Kenya was being very aggressive about it. So she was like, let me ask the question. So she said, so how is your anger management going? And Portia was like, well, really, I feel like if y'all were that concerned about my anger management and the progress of my anger management, y'all could have easily called me. And said, Portia, hey, I've been thinking about you. I was just wondering, how you doing? How's your anger management going? And she said, instead, you decided you wanted to piggyback off of this conversation with Kenya. And girl, Candy went off the deep end. Piggyback? You can piggyback your ass, this, that, and the fourth, da-da-da-da-da-da. And next, she just went so far to the left for no reason. She started going so far to the fucking left. And it's like, why are you going off when all she did was address the facts? You did piggyback. You know what piggyback means? That means somebody started the conversation and you piggybacked. Girl, you followed up. Because you're not the one who brought up the conversation. Kenya did. And then you injected yourself into the conversation. So that is what you call piggyback. So why are you upset about that? And what she said made sense. Why are y'all all trying to, here it is, I'm here for a dinner, and now I have 3 people asking me about anger management. Cynthia, Kenya, and Candy. So if you see that if I'm telling you that I feel like I'm being ambushed, which she was, if I'm telling you that I feel like I'm being ambushed and I feel like I'm being attacked, why would you then think it was appropriate for you to ask me the same dumb shit? I don't care how you ask it. Don't ask me no questions about it, because like I just said to you, if you were that concerned, girl, you have my number. So I think Candy is a fucking turd. And the people keep defending her. Oh, she the only real one on the show. The only reason why you think she real at this point is because she has coins. Because at this point, girl, I used to like Candy. But this season and last season, she tries it. Her mom is a dirt queen. Her staff is, girl, I pay them dust. I don't even acknowledge their existence. Her husband is writing checks with her purse. It's like, girl, Candy, that's why you really mad, bitch, because you live in a dysfunctional world where everybody is leeching off you, girl, and you just can't tell you just can't tell them no. You can't tell your mother no. You can't tell your dumbass husband no. You can't tell your staff no. Girl, I'm about to say, right, girl, I'm not featuring Miss Dwight. You said, yeah, I can't with the mom and the staff. Girl, a bunch of seagulls. Just a bunch of seagulls, just like you said, a bunch of fucking seagulls, girl. You said, oh, no, I just recalled. You don't have to sign out. You can just go to the the 3 circle dots and click it. It'll have in this chat. That'll do it. Okay. Well, listen, you guys, I have to get ready to go. Hopefully later on today, I do plan on doing potentially a table read and or a podcast, so you can look forward to that later on in the week. But again, as always, I want to thank you all for tuning in, coming through for the test just to see how things work. And I'm so pleased that everything is working the way that it should be working. Of course, when I upload this for people watching at home, after the fact, when I upload this onto Patreon, of course, they're not going to see all the graphics and all of this, because I'm not exactly sure if this is even being recorded to where I can even put this on YouTube. I'm sure Miller can let me know, since Miller knows this website. But just to be on the safe side, what I've been doing is I'm recording it independently off this website. So when they see it, it's just going to look like a regular video, with the exception of me looking down and reading the comments and stuff like that. But, but I want to thank you all for participating in this test. It looks like Rabbit will be our new home. Hopefully they don't do nothing dumb to fuck up this amazing platform. I hate when I find something that I really like. It's always like, girl, please don't fuck this up. Because when YouTube first started, girl, girl, they were legendary for fucking some shit up, girl. That didn't even need no, why are you messing with it? It don't need no improvements. But I digress. I just want to thank you all for participating and making the time to come through. To all the boys and girls that have been patrons for a while and this is your first show, I want to thank you for your continued support. And hopefully you got your life on this test. Now that everything has been situated with regards to the seating arrangement, we shouldn't have any issues moving forward with regards to seating. So I love you all. You already know the drill. We're going to close this bad boy out. Via Angelita Galisam, the best will always come through. And darling, we're all here. Girl, we're all here for this plate, girl. Everybody got their plate. And as always, until next time, baby, that's all there is. Bye.